Today's hashtag Ask GojiMan question is from Vegan Piglet, and she says, "Hi GojiMan, please can you do a video on a vegan weight loss meal plan? I have always struggled with my weight and I'm always up and down, so it'd be good to get your thoughts on the ideal foods to eat for maintaining a healthy weight." Great question, let's get to it. Roll the titles. Welcome back, it's good to see you all again. If we haven't met before, then hi, I'm GojiMan. I'm currently studying for a Masters in Nutrition and qualifying as a nutritionist, and next year I'll be studying for a PhD in nutritional science. I do daily videos in which I answer your health and nutrition questions under the hashtag Ask GojiMan. So if you have a question for me, then hashtag Ask GojiMan in the comments below, and I'll pick one of these for my next video. So without further ado, to the question. Now in this video I will give you 10 tips that are guaranteed to help you lose weight in a healthy, controlled manner, as well as keeping the weight off long term. This means no pills, no potions, no quick unhealthy weight dropping. If you are after these, then please click off this video and go elsewhere. These are not healthy, and these approaches will mess up your health, your immune system and your hormones long term. My first couple of tips are the ones that people always miss out and inevitably fail their weight loss goals because of it. So let's start off here and then go through the list in more detail. And stay around until tip number 10, as this is the bonus tip and the icing on the cake. Number 1, your metabolism is controlled by the little power plants in your cells called the mitochondria. If you are not giving your mitochondria the fuel and nutrients they need, you will have a slow metabolism and you will always struggle with your weight. Now the essential nutrients for healthy mitochondria are CoQ10, L-carnitine, magnesium, omega-3 fatty acids and all B vitamins. So for CoQ10 think spinach, broccoli and cauliflower. For L-carnitine think nut seeds, asparagus, beets, garlic and Brussels sprouts. For magnesium think things like spinach, almonds, black beans and pumpkin seeds. For omega-3s, think all the nuts and seeds for ALA, and then consider marine phytoplankton for the EPA and DHA elements. I have done a video on marine phytoplankton, so be sure to check it out here. And finally, for your mitochondria, you want to make sure that you're getting sufficient quantities of your B vitamins. So just think a wide variety of plant-based foods, and obviously don't forget your B12 supplement. Now I've done a video specifically on B12 supplements and the best one you should take, so be sure to check it out here. Number 2, from the scientific literature, we know that one of the most important and often overlooked aspects of weight loss is detoxification. And why is this so important? Well, you have twice as much lymph as you do blood, and your lymphatic system is your sewage system, and we know that your sewage system is more important than your blood system for losing weight. So to really ensure that we are losing weight properly, then we have to make sure that we have more going out of the sewage system than we have going in and clogging it up, if you know what I mean. So that is one important aspect of detoxification, but the other important aspect that we need to talk about are the foods that are going in that will enable the body to get rid of all of the waste. And there are 2 categories here. So we have everyday staple foods, and then we have nutritionally dense foods. So some people might call these superfoods. Now I know this might sound a bit alien to some of you, but let me explain. So me personally, I love broccoli. It contains anti-cancerous compounds such as sulforaphane, and it's extremely good in the body in terms of detoxification. I would call this a staple food, a type of food that we should be eating frequently throughout the week. But in terms of broccoli, it doesn't contain dozens of these beneficial compounds that can really supercharge the body. So if you compare broccoli to the foods at the top of the cruciferous tree, it kind of pales into insignificance. So for example, maca, it contains literally dozens of compounds that will help clear out your lymphatic system and kickstart your weight loss. So maca is a rich source of sterols such as cytosterols, camphostrols and brassicesterols. So that's why people call these type of foods superfoods, because they contain dozens of compounds in high concentrations that many other foods do not contain. Another really good example of a superfood for the body and for weight loss is spirulina. It is literally packed with dozens of compounds that will clear out the drainage system and get the weight loss moving again. Compounds such as carotenoids, beta-carotenes and neoxanthins, these levels of compounds are way above anything you're going to see in foods such as kale and broccoli. So we have the everyday staple foods, and then we add to these foods the nutritionally dense superfoods such as maca, spirulina, chlorella, etc, etc. Now these foods can be added daily or every other day, but don't overdo it, as these foods can be potent detoxifiers in the body. Now with these 2 important ones out of the way, let's fire through the remainder of the list, giving you the tips and tools to be able to achieve your weight loss goals. Tip number 3, a good approach is to have a small salad or fruit salad half an hour before your main meal. Not only will this load your gut with digestive enzymes that will help your body effectively break down the food that you're eating, it will load you up on fibre so that when you get to your main meal you won't want to eat as much. So tip number 4, approximately 80% of your plate by visual volume should be featured around complex carbs. So think sweet potatoes, legumes, quinoa, etc, etc. This will help so much with your lymphatic system and your metabolism, as well as helping you feel fuller for longer. Number 5, now this is really common sense, but you have to remove all of those processed refined foods and sugars out of your diet. They will literally kill your metabolism and thwart your weight loss goals. Number 6, remove those oils from your diet. Now I'm not just jumping on the Esselstyn and McDougall bandwagon, even though I agree with them. So just from a logical perspective, 1 tablespoon of oil is approximately 120 calories. So if you ate a normal healthy plant-based diet and were simply overeating by these 120 calories a day, by the end of the month you would probably have put on around a pound in weight. Times that by 12 and you have nearly a stone a year in extra weight. And also remember, beyond weight, oils also increase your risk factors around heart disease, strokes and cancer, so it's always a good idea to remove them out of your diet. So number 7, reduce the amount of high-fat plant-based foods in your diet to under 20% of your total calories. So this is all the nuts and seeds, etc. Now I will do a separate video on high-fat versus high-carb diets in a bit more detail, but just remember these 2 facts. Number 1, it takes a lot longer for your body to burn through fat than it does carbohydrates, so it's not great if you want to lose weight. And number 2, no health organisation in the world advocates more than 20 to 30% of your calories coming from fats, so don't be fooled into thinking that just because the fat is from plants, it's automatically healthy. Number 8, eat only until you are comfortably full. You certainly shouldn't be starving yourself, and you certainly shouldn't be stuffing yourself. Number 9, although not a meal plan tip per se, weight loss goes hand in hand with exercise, so don't be sedentary, get moving moderately for about 30 to 40 minutes a day. Exercise is also pivotal in speeding up your metabolism and increasing your mitochondria numbers, so if you overlook this step, then again you're going to struggle to lose weight. So tip number 10, so as I said earlier in the video, your weight loss is driven massively by your metabolism, but it's also massively driven by insulin, cortisol, digestive health and your hormones. So vegan piglet, I hope this video helps you. There is obviously a lot more to weight loss than just calories in versus calories out, but it's also a very, very simple process. Eat a whole foods plant-based diet and follow the tips laid out in this video, and both your weight and your health will thank you. As always, for the rest of you, if you have a question for me, then hashtag AskGojiMan in the comments below and I'll choose one of these questions to answer in tomorrow's video. And as always, remember to look after your body because it's the only place you have to live. And I'll see you next time.